Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Lloyd and welcome back to Super Hostile Modded, the Spellbound Caves 2. In the last episode, we were working our way through the Rainbow Cavern. What is this area actually called? I can't remember, but this is the Black Wool area. Unfortunately, we skipped the Red Wool, which is through the Master's Lair. But yeah, we've been working on this area and we found the wool. We can see the wool. Joyful Rainbow Cavern. So we can see the wool, no problem. However, and this is a big however, it's going to take a while to get there because there's a lot of spawners and there's a lot of tough mobs that are spawning around us. So I have a couple new spells. You'll get to see those soon enough. If you caught it at the bottom, you could have seen one of them. But I have a couple new spells because the big thing that we're having trouble with down here are vampires. The vampires are really annoying. Everything else falls pretty quickly. And because we have sharpness on our sword, we can't just switch things around to be smite. And I'd rather... It scared me. Those things are loud. I'd rather have sharpness than smite. Just because of the general... You know, we have plenty of type of stuff that are not going to take smite damage. So yeah, things are spawning. Those are cyclopses. Yeah, there are so many spawners. And so we need to do something about a lot of this. Hi. Bewitched tomes. Do I have sweeping edge on this? I do. Okay. So, I don't quite know what those are that are spawning, but we need to get up there. We need to break some of those spawners, and then we need to get out, and that is kind of an issue because the spawners are way up there. Luckily, I have a solution. Maybe. I've not used this before, so I don't know how well it's going to work. Let's go ahead and put most of this stuff in our backpack. But I have a new spell. I have a couple new spells. One is to deal with the vampires. We have Celestial Smite. We'll use that when we encounter some vampires. And we could also always do something like that and see... Okay, so that is a vampire. And let's Celestial Smite. That was not bad. Not great, but not bad. The problem with vampires is they are actually, I thought maybe fire, because fire is a classic, you know, vampire killing, you know, method. But vampires do not take damage from fire, unfortunately, and they also have lifesteal. Obviously, that should be obvious. So let's just murder these vampires. Perfect. There's one. And all things considered, I think we'll be okay. It's just a matter of trying to get rid of these guys as quickly as possible. Why'd you go up there? And the butlers even have a little bit of lifesteal. But, yeah, I think one of the big problems is we don't have any sort of... We don't have any sort of way to deal with the debuffs. And I can't quite make the Ankh charm, Ankh shield, that kind of stuff. That would give us perfect, you know, resistance to pretty much every debuff in the game. You guys, please, there we go. Alright, let's try to get up there. I don't know if there's any more loot. Looks like there is. So, yeah, this area is awful. Oh my gosh, why can't I not jump? We can't get up there. Okay, let's just work our way around. Okay, we get anything good? Golden apple pie slice. That's actually pretty good. And let's go ahead and sleep real quick. Because we're going to try out the other... We're going to try out our other spell. And I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know how good it's going to be or anything like that. But we're going to have our magic mirror on us because we're going to want to get out of there. Because we're going to fly up and break some spawners. And then we're going to get out of this area. So we have flight, and I've not used this before. Okay, that works really well. Okay, gas are fine. Let's just fly away. This is actually really cool. So I've not seen any gas yet. I've not seen you either, I don't think. You're a... Okay, that's an interesting... I don't know how to say that word. Squid Girl. We've seen Spider Girl. Spider Girls are not dangerous. So yeah, there are a lot of spawners. And getting rid of a couple would be nice. I don't have any... Unfortunately, I do not have any sort of ranged attacks unless I grab our crossbow. And, you know, it might be easier just to grab some bolts out. So any of the terrible gas I can't really deal with. That is the downside of grabbing the flight spell. And these crossbows kind of are awful. But we got one of the spawners, which is good. And beholders are not too much a concern. I just cannot see at all. Alright. There is another thing over there. Squid Girl. But all things considered, I'm not like... all of these guys are actually pretty easy to deal with. Apart from the gas, just because we're actually out of range for the gas. Okay. So, do we dare go for round 2? I think we do. So let's clean up the inventory. We don't need that. We got shiny pearl, which can make illustrious pearl. Wasn't that something I wanted for something? No. Okay. We'll just put this stuff in here. Let's put our shield back on. Our armor is fine. We have plenty of... a lot of stuff. So let's go ahead and fly here. Break that spawner. And we have a lot of nasty guys. Okay, so I think this is going to be pretty easy. And I almost want to just go straight for the fleecy box. And see if we can't just snag the wool and get out. With flight, it should honestly be pretty easy. We could also always have fun. Don't need to... Those guys are so easy to get rid of. There is a lot of really nasty looking things over there, though. I can't even tell what half of them are, but they are attacking each other, which is really funny. Because I think Fire and Ice has... certain mobs are intrinsically, like, aggressive towards others. There is kind of like almost like an ecosystem. So let's go for the third. That's black hole. I forgot. I switched. Okay. So let's fly over here. And juggernauts. Okay. We're just gonna... Oh no. That looks terrible. Okay. Flight is actually pretty cool. The only kind of concern... What are you? Oh, you are a Cyclops. Alright, let's get black hole. Please. Please stop. Can we... There we go. And then a Vechs Swarm will help. And a Hailstorm? Ah, hi. You are very quick. Oh, you're Ender. You can teleport. You're not really dangerous, except for, like, other things around us. But, cool. There's a Cyclops. So, the biggest concern with almost everything we're doing is not so much... I mean, there is a lot of things, and I don't know, like, I don't know what all that stuff is, and it looks really cool. Also lag spike. Okay, they're the zombie dudes. Like, for the most part, the only concern that I have of dying is more falling into a mass of mobs that are going to murder me. I'm not really worried about fall damage or anything like that. If you can pronounce that, feel free to. I have no idea what it is. What are you? You're a mermaid. You're pretty. That's a cool mob. I like some of the, like, Grimoire of Gaia mobs and whatever half these things are from. I actually don't know what half of them are from. They're kind of cool, but also some of them are just annoying. So we have a bunch of stuff. Lifesteal. Lifesteal is nice. We do have that on our sword as well. Alright, shall we go one more time? If we can break some spawners, that'd be awesome. But I'm curious. These are wide area spawners. Alright, that is dangerous. We're gonna just break those. Let's put some light in the situation. And if we get close, it's awful. Alright. So, break more spawners. I'm trying to place a torch. Thank you. Okay. Let's try one more time. If we can break the spawners on top, that would be amazing. Oh, and those things take forever. Okay. So we're going to retreat. And we have 5 red tokens from that. Not bad. We need to get some wildberry juice in us. So, the blocks that are surrounding the fleecy box, at least on top, are not fun. But we could fly over there. And then we could, you know, I don't know. We could just break the glowstone on top and hopefully fall through and grab the wool and run out with our magic mirror. I think that's the plan. Is it a good plan? Yes. Is it a cheesy plan? A little bit. But also, not really. We're not doing anything. We're not, you know, making a protected tunnel or anything like that. We're just, you know, going over there and teleporting away. it'd be no different if we had ender pearls. Presumably, there are ways to trap ender pearls. That's a fun one. I am aware of that. That was in a different super hostile map, I do believe, where if I don't know if it's actually ever used. I think it was, but you can place. You used to be able to at least place invisible ladders in the sky, and now rocket creepers, skeletons. I don't really care. You could place invisible ladders around an area, and while they were invisible, they still kind of had a hitbox, at least to projectiles, like, you know, ender pearls. So if you threw an ender pearl and you hit one of these invisible ladders, you just fall straight down because you teleport there. So you could protect areas like this with to prevent ender pearls from being used. All right, let's fly over there. A lot of the stuff has despawned because that's how Minecraft works. There is so much stuff. Okay. We are in the sky. Let's just fly back. I don't exactly know, you know, are we getting, oh, we are getting wings. That's cool. I'm not entirely sure how this spell is working. I know if I hold it down, it uses a lot of mana. And yeah, good. Fall down. That's perfect. And goodbye. We have the black wool. That is that area taken care of. So let's go ahead and sleep because it is night. The black wool is the most difficult wool. That was actually a little bit easier than you'd think. It was a little bit monster spam, and that's kind of normal. There's usually monster spam with or mob spam with the black and red wools. However, all things considered, that one was not too bad just because it was very wide out in the open, and there's a lot of tools you can use in this mod pack to kind of deal with that. Flight being probably a cheesy one, same with the magic mirror, but hey, it worked. I'm going to put magic missile back onto our wand because I want a little bit more range, and I like magic missile because I can spam it. So we don't really need flight right now. So we will, I didn't actually put it on there. Magic missile. And there we go. Cool. So we have a lot of things we can do. And I don't think we're going to go to the Master's Lair today. But first things first, we need to put this black wool onto the monument. It is shiny. It is perfect. It is awesome. The black wool. We have one wool left to get, and that is the red wool. We did those out of order. Sorry. I thought the Joyful Rainbow Cavern would be a little bit easier, a little bit simpler. I was expecting something a bit different from the name, but it's fine. So let's put these down here. A bunch of stuff that we're going to dump off into our storage. And for the rest of today's episode, because it's a little bit short right now, we are going to get loot. And I would love to have an Ankh Charm, but we have tokens to turn in at the very least. I don't know that we did any other. We have rare hunting. What else do we need? A Banshee and a Scarecrow. Not seen either of those. Deadly Beauties. There's a Valkyrie. Dolahan. I don't think I've seen any Dolahans, and I can't see if I've killed those or not. I think we've killed an Anubis. 64 random ingots. Lootless 2. Lootless 2 is what I think we want more than anything. But let's go ahead and get all of these. And I can kind of, there's a little bit of a sound because you're actually picking up the items. But let's start with Infernal Tier 1. This is going to be mostly junk. And it is. Infernal Tier 2. Also mostly junk. And Tier 3. A little bit better junk, but nothing that I really care too much about. So let's just get most of this stuff put away. Enchanted books, protection. I made some of those. I'm going to put those in here. Alright, and then we have 7 spawner loots, which gives us 3 other crates. Random magic crystal or dust. Advanced spell, which we have. And loot list 1, which is a diamond. Okay, so at this point, what we need to do is, if we look at the Ankh Charm, we need just the one item on the right, which is the Forbidden Fruit. The Forbidden Fruit grants immunity to hunger status effects and nausea. I wonder if husks drop that naturally. I don't know if you can see things that can drop different things. So I'm trying to think. Well, a good way to see that is no, we cannot see mob drops in this mod pack. So I might look into see, it's a bountiful bauble. If it is something that is dropped by husks, it might not be a bad idea to put looting on this blade, which is not a problem, and go try to find some husks and murder them. So that could be an idea. Alternatively, it comes from loot list 2. So how can we get loot list 2? Well, repeatable bundles. We get 2 for every 10 heart containers and a charged astral diamond. Fishing and all that kind of stuff. Repeatable hunting. We've not done that. Magic hunting doesn't give us anything. We get 1 if we kill 2 avatons. I don't even know what those are. Can be found in desert and savanna biomes at night. So it might be a thing where, if we just head over here for a moment, we could always try to go get this stuff by... I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. Drybone Gulch. So up here, we are in a mesa biome. Is that a trap horse? Or is this just a skeleton? Nope, just a skeleton horse. So up here, obviously we have a mesa biome, and then there is down below a desert and a savanna. So this might be someplace we come to farm. Might not be a bad idea. Now we do have to deal with all of those stupid things because they are really annoying. But in general, this area could be useful. Will it? I don't know. I'd have to wait till night, and I don't usually do that. But there is a couple things out here. So, I mean, what I want to do is I want to get... Oh, hey, those guys. I want to get the Forbidden Fruit so that we can make an Ankh Shield. Because that would be super useful. So I'll tell you guys what. I'm going to try to figure out if there is an easy way to get that last bauble that we need. And if there is, I'm going to try to farm for it. And the next time, we are going to take on the Red Wool area, which is the Master's Lair. And we haven't looked at that at all, so I have no idea what it looks like or anything beyond the gate. So it's going to be a complete surprise. And yeah, we will go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We got the black wool. That's a pretty big achievement. So I'm pretty happy with that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!